In this segment, we will be talking about assignments, what assignments are, and which department records can be assigned, why assignments are important, the two types of assignments, supporting documentation that is required to be submitted with an assignment, the partial assignment of department records, and common deficiencies and tips to ensure that your assignment is accepted by the department. The assignment process is the process used to change names on a pending application for a permit, pending transfer application, a permit, a transfer final order, a groundwater registration, or a limited license. The department receives between 400 and 500 assignments each year. It's important not to confuse assignments with transfers. Again, an assignment is used to change the name on one of the transactions that we identified above. Transfers, on the other hand, are used to modify a water right. Under the transfer process, someone can change where water is used, they can change where the water is taken from, and they can change the character of use. So again, it's important not to confuse the assignment process with the transfer process. Why are assignments important? Well, many of the department's processes require the signature of the permit holder of record. The permit holder of record is the responsible party for the file as listed in the department's records and is the entity that is required to sign forms such as claims of beneficial use, extensions of time, and permit amendments. In addition, assignments are important because that ensures that the department is working with the individual that has the interest in the water right transaction. Can names on a certificate be changed through the assignment process? No, they cannot. The department does not have a process to change names on certificates once they've been issued. If an individual is interested in notifying the department of their ownership of the entirety of the water right or a portion of the water right, they can submit an ownership update form to the department. The submittal of the ownership update form does not cause the department to make any changes to our records. An ownership update is important to submit to the department in situations where the water right requires the water user to submit static water level measurements to the department on an annual basis, or to provide the department with water use data. Can names on a surface water registration be modified through the assignment process? No, they cannot. Names on a surface water registration are changed through a separate amendment process that's described in our administrative rules. The request must be in writing, and the request must include documentation that water has been used within the last 5 years. There are two types of assignments. The first is the direct assignment. In the case of a direct assignment, the current holder or holders of record are available to assign their interest in the permit, transfer, or groundwater registration. It's possible for someone to assign either the full permit or transfer, or to assign only a portion to a new owner. In the case of a full assignment, each permit or transfer holder of record must sign the form. It's important to review the department's records to determine who the department currently identifies as the permit or transfer holders of record. It's important to review the record and to look for the keywords such as and or. If the word and appears between the names, for example, Jack and Mary Smith, both Jack and Mary would need to sign the form. If the word or appears, either Jack or Mary could sign the assignment form. In the case of a partial assignment, each permit or transfer holder of record for the portion that's being assigned must sign the form. The second type of assignment is an assignment by proof of ownership. In the case of a proof of ownership assignment, the holder of record is, for some reason, not available to assign their interest to a new party. What does not available mean? Well, not available means that the individual might be deceased or that the individual has moved and their location is unknown. What not available does not mean is that the individual is available, but they are not pleasant to work with, or it's not convenient to contact the original permit holder or transfer holder, or there might be some other unique reason why this assignment might be problematic. In those cases, contact the department to discuss other options. The proof of ownership assignment requires some additional information be submitted with the assignment request. This additional information will demonstrate that the individual requesting the assignment is authorized to request that assignment. The additional information will include items such as proof of ownership documentation, which would be a deed and a legal description or a meets and bounds description of the lands involved. Other types of documentation for ownership might be court decrees such as divorce or probate. For proof of ownership assignment, there is additional information that will need to be submitted in addition to a deed or a court decree. The additional information required includes proof that the permit or transfer holder is deceased, or a demonstration that an attempt has been made to contact the current permit or transfer holder. The assignment proof of ownership form includes a section that requires the requesting party to affirm the following. The first is that they are the current owner and are attaching proof of their ownership. The second is that they have the legal right to request the assignment. And the third is that they've been unable to contact the owner of record and that they have attached proof demonstrating that they have given notice or attempted to give notice to that party. Here is the assignment block for the assignment by proof of ownership. You will notice that in addition for a location for the party requesting the assignment to sign, we also ask that they initial 4 specific items. The first is that they are certifying that they are the current owner of the lands described in the application, permit, transfer order, limited license, or groundwater statement. They also indicate that they've attached proof of ownership. The second thing that they identify is that they have the legal right to request assignment. The third is that they've been unable to locate the owners of record, then that they've attached proof acceptable to the department that notice of the assignment has been given. And finally, they certify that the information provided in the application is true and correct to the best of their knowledge. Previously, we discussed the signature requirement for a direct assignment. To summarize that, the form must be signed by all individuals listed on the permit or transfer. Again, if the permit is in the name of 3 individuals, all 3 must sign. So, if the permit is in the name of Jack and Mary Smith and John Jones, all 3 of those individuals would need to sign the direct assignment form. If the assignment is by proof of ownership, it must be signed by all parties requesting to be listed on the permit or transfer. In other words, if Jack and Mary both want their names included on the permit, both Jack and Mary would need to sign. If only Jack signs, then only Jack would be included in the department's record as the permit holder of record. So again, only those individuals who sign the form will have their name listed on the permit or transfer. It is possible to partially assign a water right using either the direct assignment or the assignment by proof process. If someone is requesting a partial assignment, they will need to include a map showing the location of the lands being partially assigned and a deed including the legal description for the area involved in the partial assignment. In the case of a partial assignment, it's also required that proof demonstrating that the person requesting the assignment has either given notice or attempted to give notice to each property owner not a party to the assignment. Again, partial assignments can be made by direct assignment or by assignment by proof. When the department determines that an assignment is deficient, the department will return the assignment and the assignment materials so that these deficiencies can be addressed. Examples of deficiencies include proper fees not being submitted. The current fee is $120. A form not being signed. Unacceptable proof of ownership, such as a copy of a tax statement, a copy of the permit or transfer final order, or a copy of a business registry. Incomplete proof of ownership. When submitting a deed, the deed must include the legal description of the property. The legal description will typically include a meets and bounds description of the property. Also, a sales contract must include this similar legal description with a meets and bounds description of the lands. Failure to provide documentation of notification to the original owners and other affected landowners will also cause an assignment to be returned. Here are a few tips to ensure that the assignment forms you're submitting will be accepted by the department. Always begin by downloading the most current form from the department's website. On our homepage, you will see a tab titled Forms. You can go into that tab and search on assignments to find the assignment forms. Do not modify the assignment form. Review the record carefully to ensure that all the appropriate people sign the form. In addition, you can check in RIS or our Water Rights Information System to see who's listed there as the current permit or transfer holder of record. For more recent assignments, you may find a copy of the assignment approval letter under our Scan Documents tab. If you have additional questions concerning the parties involved, please call the department. And please always include the application number on your request. Should you have additional questions concerning the assignment process, you can contact Mary Bjork at the following phone number or email address.